Hi friends, how are you doing today? I hope you're doing well. I really do, as always. I want to welcome you to my channel, and I'm Brenda. If you're new here, if you just happened upon my channel and saw this goofy looking lady thinking, what is she doing and what is she all about? Well, if that's you, I am all about diamond painting. Love diamond painting. Trying to get into crochet. Just for fun. Nothing professional, obviously. Anyway, and my focus for this month is to finish some of my WIPs. And if you don't know what a WIP is a work in progress. And you can join along. Actually, Mindy is doing a non-event event for Mindy's Diamond Moment. And you can go over to her page. I will have her linked below in the description box. And so you can check that out. I can't remember if I've posted my start. No, I think you just post your finishes. I think that's what it is. And right now, my main WIP or finish that I want to do is Boo from Randall Spangler. And I don't know where the time goes. So anyway, that's what I'm working on if you guys are new. If you are whoever is returning, you know who I am, right? Brenda, Mama B Diamond Drilling. And I want to thank all of you for joining me today. Yes. And I hope that you will get something out to work on as well, so you can work along with me on something that you choose. And if you are working on something, let me know in the comment section what you're working on. Is there a certain event that you're doing as well, or in addition to? You can do more than one event at a time if you didn't know that. I remember, oh my goodness, I was thinking back to when I first started diamond painting way back. I think it was 2022. And I had first come upon, actually Mindy was one of my first peoples. And oh my gosh, it was a chuck-along. My first Chuck Pinson, my first, this is my first of any events. And I was panicked, true panicked, that I didn't put my post up correctly, that I had missed something very important, because I wanted to have everything done absolutely correct, right? Well, I can only imagine what was going through Mindy's mind. And Mindy, if you watch this, you'll have to, you probably don't even remember. But she was doing her book club at that time. And I think it was even still on Tuesdays. And all I saw was that she was live. And I thought, oh my gosh, I can talk to her, And I was like, I said, Mindy, am I doing something wrong? I'm doing the chuck-along. And she's like, Brenda, this is book club. Go look on my channel and read, and you'll find everything you need under that, like the announcement video. I felt, as time went on and I learned more about events, oh my gosh, I felt so stupid. I was so embarrassed. And of course, I hadn't joined book club at that, because I was all new to YouTube. I was just figuring out you know, because Brittany had told me just type in diamond painting and people will come up. Well, the people who came up were Mindy, and of course I subscribed to her right away. I had watched a few of her her videos, and then this, I think, next to, of course, Katie, Diamonds and Washi, and Lindsay, Emeralds and Washington, no. Diamonds and Emeralds and Fairy Lights, Fairy Lights. Emeralds and Fairy Lights. And I had learned that she had gotten her name because she was like a decorator, a party decorator. And so anyway, and then it was Shay Crafting with Shay. And they were my main go-tos. And that's where I learned so much about the diamond painting community. Yes. So, and then it just, you know, everything went from there. Jenny and who else? There was Jenny, the Uncrafty Crafter. And I think they were the main ones. And of course, on Shay's, I'm sitting here not doing anything. This is why I don't get anything done. Right now, I'm still trying to get my drills around for Boo so I can work some more on him. And so I'm trying to find which drills belong, which drills don't. So 3819, this belongs. And Q, do I have a Q? So, I don't even remember where I was going with that. It was just a fun time. Getting to know how the diamond painting community worked. 3854. Okay, so, of course, I wanted to get to know everybody, right? And so I still can't do two things at once. 3319. There's no 3319 in this, okay. I'll put that off to the side. Oh, 3819. 3819. I just had that. Right there. 3819. Okay, I have more of those over here. Put that right there. Very good. And so I just followed along with the chat on Shay's, and she used to have, when she went live on Sunday nights, there were so many people in her lives that she couldn't keep up with the chat. And, of course, I was just like, Miss Chatty, you know, Catty, what is the name? Kathy Chatterbox? Kathy Chatty Chatterbox. I think that's the name of the doll. My sister used to have her. I think she was a walking doll, too. Either that or one that talked all the time. And, 375. Okay. So, I can't remember who it was that was in there that made a comment that said, you know, you don't have to make a comment after every comment someone else makes. I know they were talking about me. I know it. And so I was butthurt, of course, because I got real butthurt in the beginning. It's like, I know they're talking about me and only me. And went. No, friends, that's not the way it is. You know, unless you're being rude. If you're being downright rude, you get what you get, and that's what, accept it. Be nicer and go on. So, anyways, yeah. So, Mindy and Shay are the two I stay up most with. Katie, she has so many followers. but she is so knowledgeable. She is a smart gal, and so is Mindy and Shay Shay, and yes. So yeah, go if you're new, or even if you can't believe you hadn't heard of them people if you've been here a while. But if you haven't, you know, go check those creators out. You know, in the wintertime when your fingers crack, I can't get that baggie open. I have cracks on the very tips of my fingers. And I've put lotion on them, and they seem to be cracking anyways. And Brittany suggested that I put gloves on at night. You know, like lather my hands up with lotion and then put the gloves on. So I'm thinking, I did that the other day. Oh, I just couldn't stand it. I was like, it was suffocating me. And I was thinking, you don't breathe through your fingers, you Nimrod. You know? So, while I'm thinking of it, how are you guys doing? Are you guys doing well? I hope so. Did I already ask you that? I think I did. Well, if I did, sorry, I'll ask you again. Feel free to leave a comment on how you're doing. How you doing? What you're working on? What the weather's like? Knock on wood. The weather has been decent here. Yeah, it's still frigid cold, but we don't have the snow. Loads and loads of snow coming down. And, you know, there's one thing I can't understand. I mean, I don't work for the town, so I don't understand their ways of doing things. But I live across from a park, and Head Start bus. It's a big parking area. Actually, all the buses stop there, right? And they've only plowed out a very, very small section for, you know, parents to drop and pick up their children. All right. Granted, yes, that's for park use only. Okay. But, you know, it's for our kids. So clear that crap out. Just push it back into the yard or the park that nobody's playing in anything. The kids, you know, they could make those mounds and take their sleds over and have something to be occupied with. I don't understand. Help me understand, friends, because I don't get it. All right. Well, I went. Oh, that's probably why they didn't match up. Oh, no. They are two different ones. I was going to put this 300 in with the 300 that I already have kitted up over here for Boo. Just for an FYI, double check and make sure the die lots are close. I put a few of these in, but I put them in the bottle. I'm looking to see if I can find the bottle. 300, but I can't. So they should be next to 400. I put them right next to each other. Yep, right here. And these are just, you probably can't. I don't know if you can tell or not. The ones in this bag are just a smidgen lighter. Can you see? Hold up, let me stand up here a minute. I can't see what you're seeing. If in March, I will have had my channel for a whole year. Crazy, huh? I remember Billy saying, don't give up yet. Wait, just give it a year. Do you remember, Billy? And I'm still packing away at it. Okay, so yeah, I don't know if you can see the difference or not. The bottom drills are darker than the drills that are in here. And supposedly these are 300. And see how nice that stayed on ever since 2022? I'm kitting up Summer Rose for the it's Lori Prindle, but for the Year of the Horse to work on throughout the year. My stickers aren't staying on. I'm finding them everywhere. And I didn't have my hands lotioned up when I did that, so that's not the reason. I wonder. Excuse the reach, friends. Yeah, see, these are more of a reddish. The 300 looks more of a reddish brown than the 400s. See the difference there? So, where's my 400s? Oh. My 400s are empty. Oops. Well, I guess I'll put my 400s in here. I won't be mixing dye lots, will I? Nope. Okay. All right. Well, let's go ahead and do that then. Okay. So, I had previously started a WIP in chat the day before yesterday. And it stopped recording probably 15 minutes in. And I was really not impressed with that. I've downloaded, hopefully it doesn't do it because I deleted a few of my videos that have already posted. So hopefully I can get this WIP in chat, whoops, out of the way. Not out of the way. Hopefully I can get it recorded and it doesn't shut off on me. I uploaded iMovie. All right, I'm going to try and learn how to use that. So maybe there's a way that I can link videos together. There's a way to do it. I don't know how to do it, but there's a way to do it. Just like there's a way to use my SanDisk thumb for my computer and can't get that to work. And I don't understand that. It's just when I look at the space left on the thumb drive, it's almost full already, and I haven't even, all I did was download it to the computer, or follow the directions to load it onto the computer. The app, I guess it would be. And it's telling me that the storage is full. It's brand new. It's very expensive. It's a 2 tetrabyte. It's huge. Because Brittany thought that we could keep both of our stuff on there. Whatever we wanted to save on one, thumbnail. Shit. Excuse me. But yeah, I can't even figure that out. So I've talked to GBT. Is it ChatGPT? Yeah. For some reason, when I say things on my WIP and chats, it doesn't sound right. So anywho, yeah. So I don't know. I'm not giving up. I refuse to give up. Yes. And this is when they didn't just use the 0 for 310. Look at that, guys. 3371. Yep. I have some 3371, but I'm not going to mix those. I mean, they look the same. But I'm still not going to mix them. I'm just going to leave this in that one. And my Elizabeth Ward. And then I have my 300s that I'm going to put over there. And I have one 890. I need to find 890. Yes. And do I have any more drills left? 905. Oh, look, I have more 3371. on the floor, 550. I have a number 18. Any idea? Maybe a 7. No, I was gonna say, oh, maybe a 743. No, this is lighter. Maybe a 4. I don't know. Anywho, that's gonna go back into my. I can't believe that I don't have any 890 down here. Oh, hold on. Remember when I told you that I was working on... I hope you can't see me. I bet you can. I hope not, because I'm looking pretty wild today. All right. Underneath here, I've started my... So I know exactly where my extra drills are. Oh, I have gauze. Neosporin. I tried putting Neosporin on my tips. That didn't work very well, obviously, because they're still sore. All right, what do I have here? I have 17. Okay. I'll put that over there. I'm going to try and figure out how to use this again so I can have a straighter line starting out. This is from Diamond Painting with Sparklers. And that's where I get all of my special drills. These are the drills, some of them that I used to bling up carolers that I did a completion video for. Right? How exciting is that? A completion. Plus, I have other completions this year, too, for Smashing the Specials. I did some notebooks. I did a note paper holder for Brittany's birthday. It's coming up soon. What else? I was going to do a magnetic door hanging welcome sign, but I haven't gotten to that yet. And my pretty unicorn. I got that from Jenny. Yes. All right. So this I'm going to put over here with my blingies. Yes. Another, I'm going to work on Boo a little while today. And then my next WIP that I want to complete today is I want to finish kitting up Rainbow Punk I want to participate in Christopher Colossus and Stacy. I think her last name is Ritz, but it's Stacy. I think it's Ritz. Anyways, I should double check on that. I'll put the link below anyways for the event. And so I put my start picture, which is brand new. But I want to get that kitted up and ready to roll. I'm going to use my Craftmates for that. Hey, so I have a question. When you personally have, say, a lot of one color, when you kit up, do you put one and use one container, put this to be refilled into that container as you use it? Or do you bottle up everything in the kit using extra bottles or extra storageware? Curiosity, because I have always kitted up everything. And I'm thinking I might just do the one and have a different storage bag for my extras. Yep, thinking about starting or trying that method, because there's some of these in the Rainbow Punk that have this one, for example, 603. There's 4 bags of that, right? Look at that static. Look at them jump. Can you see, like, remember Mexican jumping beans? So, yeah, please, give me your thoughts on that. Now I pulled that out. I have these all in numerical order. Oops. Okay, I'm gonna leave them be because it's falling. And I'm looking for $8.90. Put that on there. No, 8. Are you kidding me? I know I have some. Oh, look, I have extra 400s right there. Oh, well. Right? Okay, but how easy is it just to look here and see what I have? I know I have some upstairs in my other bag. All right. I think I'm ready to lay drills. Don't faint. Okay. Do you guys remember, or maybe I showed it on the video that I couldn't upload. My little pumpkin, my dream amethyst pumpkin cover minder. And I should have known better than to leave it here because Butter was up here playing this morning. Yeah, tossing around Dreamer Design. I don't even know if it's Dreamer Design. Yeah, she was rolling this back and forth, right? She's having so much fun, you guys. And then off went the cover minder. Smashed. But I only smashed to the point. It had a clean break. Maybe I should say that instead of it was smashed. All right, so this symbol right here is the 890. So I'm going to put a magnet on there because there isn't enough sticky in that part to keep the oh, I don't have a magnet on the back of that. To keep the cover or the release paper in place. So I'll just put a cover minder, and again, that was from Jenny. The cameo. Isn't that pretty? All right. And really, that's what happens when your fingers go to sleep. You don't need the scissors anymore. Put the scissors away. Okay, and I'm going to put this over here. I'll whisper this right now. Butter is sleeping upstairs. So maybe I can work on this for a while without her wanting to help. Yeah, she was down. I don't know if I just took a picture of her or if I turned and showed Brittany. I think that's what I did. She was helping me the other day, you guys. It was so cute. Okay, I'll put this over here so we don't hear the paper. All right, so we have an S. S. Okay, let's see. We talked about Boo, Rainbow Punk, the weather, health. Yesterday was eventful. I remember I was rejoicing that the wound that I'd been battling for years on my left leg had healed, and I didn't have to go back to wound care anymore. Yes, it opened back up. I was sad, but I quickly made an appointment with them. Why didn't I just take one out? I don't know. Made an appointment. I got in yesterday, and they had sent home extra collagen patches that they put on it that helps it heal and helps promote new skin growth. So I changed that every other day. Well, Brittany and I did. Every other day up until yesterday. And the doctor was impressed. And she said, I'm not going to lie. I wasn't going to bring you down. and say, well, you'll probably be coming back, you know, even though it's closed up this time. And with it being so freshly healed, it's more apt to open back up. She was like, so please don't feel discouraged. And so I have another wrap on my leg, and I go back next week. Yes. So on buttons, yeah, I wasn't impressed, but what are you going to do? Right? You stay on top of it, and that's how things get better. And I did something major for me. I went shopping yesterday at TJ Maxx, and Brittany needed to get some luggage. She wanted to shop. Oops. I don't have any of that bling. Anybody know what 134 is for DAC bling? It's a light green. Don't know. I won't fill that one in. I'll bring that up a little bit. So yes, and I had my walker with me, but usually halfway, you know, I'm in the store for maybe 10 minutes. I don't know, not very long. And I stayed up with Brittany I think we were in there, oh my gosh, probably an hour. And mind you, I haven't been in a store, I haven't been in TJ Maxx in, oh my gosh, 2 years. Because my legs have been wrapped, and I have just battled with my legs for so long that I can't stand for very long. And Brittany was like, Mom, are you okay? Are you okay? Do you have to? I thought I just filled that tea in. She's like, do you have to sit down? And I'm like, Brittany, I have my walker right here if I have to sit. It's not just one of the metal walkers. It's one that's got a bottom on it, a seat, and a little carrier. Like you can lift it up and put your purse or whatever belongings you want to carry in that little, like a little satchel, I guess you could call it, or a pouch. So I was so happy. I was just so happy. Brittany was so proud of me. She bought me a new Snoopy blanket. I was like, Brittany Ann, you don't have to do that. You know, I was like, you don't have to get me that. Here, I'll show you. Do you guys want to see? Hold on just a second. Hold it, because it's right on the back of my chair. And, and while I'm up, I know this doesn't have anything to do with my WIP and chat, but remember, did you guys see the hat she got me for Christmas? I put a picture of it up on Facebook, but, hold up here. I'm coming, friends. Hold on. Hold up. Yeah, hold up. So, for Christmas, she had ordered me this, it's Jeffree Star. He got famous on MySpace, and Brittany has followed him for years. He has amazing cosmetics. Everything is natural. Anyway, he has a yak farm, and she got me this it's so soft scarf with a yak on it, and it's just oh yeah. So anyways, I wore that yesterday to the doctors. She says, I think we have a Smurf in here. And so she bought at TJ Maxx. I mean, they're not real expensive, but I love them. They're so soft. And I love Snoopy. So she, yeah, she got me a new blanket with Easter on it this time. I have Halloween, I have Christmas, yep, and now I have Easter. So I can wrap up in my scarf and my hat and my Easter blanket and put my Larimar bracelets on that she got me. Larimar is a blue crystal. Yeah. Yeah, my favorite color is blue. If you didn't know, I like purple too, but yeah, blue is my main thing. Oh my gosh! Speaking of blue, I should have got it. You know those times when you go, I don't really need it. Diamond paintings, right? I don't really need it. Well, Miss Mindy did an unboxing of said kit, and I'm behind on my videos, watching my videos, and I watched the unboxing of this one today, and it's a Lori Prindle, and it's blues, all kinds of blues. Yeah, and of course it's out of stock, and so I put a notify me, and in the meantime I'm going to see how many points I've got, like combinations. You know how you have to have the combinations with your treasure cards? I trying to redo this so I can use it a little longer. Got my glue dot from Jenny. Jenny, I'm talking about you. I don't even know if she knows I have a channel. I'll have to tell her. She doesn't have time anyway, but she's a busy gal. So, maybe it's not the glue dot. Maybe it's this canvas that butter lays on, and yes, maybe I need to take a baby wipe to it. I know I've said this before, but I'll say it again. That was what I thought that I knew most things about the diamond painting canvases, right? And one day, Marissa just offhanded was talking about getting sticky back on your canvases, and she was just like, yeah, you can take a baby wipe to it, let it dry, and it's sticky again. I was like, no way. And I tried it on one of my craftablies that I thought was ruined, Beacon of Hope. I had started that during a craftably event, and I don't know if I spilled something on the canvas, if I fell asleep and drooled on it, you know, which really isn't beyond me. That happens. But yes, I cleaned that up with a baby wipe. And of course, the kind of baby wipes I get are non-alcoholic. Yeah, they're not an alcoholic beverage. Don't go sucking on them. Oh, shoot. Okay. So, let's see, what else? I'm hoping to get this done soon so I can move along on Groot. And told you about shopping. And that was after my doctor's appointment even. You know, it wasn't that we had to go a separate day. Yes, Brittany's getting ready to go on a special outing. Yes. And I'm going to take care of her kitties. And I'm going to have to break down and drive the new car. Remember I told you guys that Brittany finally invested in the car that she has wanted forever. And yes, very blessed. but it's new, and it's a push start, and I don't even know how to put it in reverse. Something with a knob. I don't know. I don't know how to do it, you guys. So I need to learn how to do that. And hopefully, while I'm taking care of her kitties, there's no snow. Right? Let's hope. Hope and pray. You know what, though? My Casey is right down the line, and he will help me. Yep. I will make him help me. And what? Oh, whoa! The bottom fell off of my Bijou Bliss tray. I love these trays. Bijou Bliss with the magnets on the back. Usually that, yep, hop right up there. Aquarius. They didn't have Capricorn, so I got Aquarius. Brittany's birthday, right? She's an Aquarius. My last WIP of the day that I want to do for WIP Wednesday. I bought my Casey a Squishmallow, and they said to wash it, right? So Brittany's washing machine is, can you see it? Is it too big? Brittany's washing machine is newer than mine, right? And that is so cute. A unicorn. Unicorn will never grow up. I swear. My kids and I are babies. Well, the tail came loose. Yep, so I got a sewing kit out. I don't sew, you guys. I guess him could have a little pooper hole. But we'll stitch that up. Unicorns, they have just the need to go poof. They just have unicorn farts. Anyway, and the darn, he's got a limp horn. Limp horn. I'm gonna secure that so he's got a stiffy horn. Yes. Okay. Put that back over there. To be done today. What time is it? Yeah. Oh, shoot. We have a full day ahead of us. Yeah. And I've got groceries coming. So, excuse me while I wet my whistle. Mom used to always say that. And then, you know, somebody else's drink when you're growing up always tastes better, especially your mom's, right? And my mom used to always have a glass, and it was always, she wouldn't drink out of plastic. It had to be glass. I think that's where I got it from. And so she would walk out of the room or something, and you know, of course, she left her iced tea in a certain area on the, it was a bar, a breakfast bar, I guess you'd call it. And yeah, when she walked out of the room, I walked over there and I got caught more than once swallowing her tea. It was so good. She's like, get your own. I'm like, but yours is so much better. She says, it's the same thing. It would be the same thing. I was like, well, will you make it for me? And she's like, no. Get it yourself. And, you know, she'd be busy doing laundry and whatnot. And I was old enough to get my own drink. So, does that go there? Yeah, I guess so. But oh, it always tasted so good. It was so cold. It always tasted so ice cold. And so when the ice cubes had melted just a little bit, she didn't make real strong tea. So yeah, memories. Oh my gosh. Way back when we were struggling to survive, we lived in a 2-bedroom mobile home. Okay. Um, some of you probably think, trailer trash, trailer trash. No, no. I mean, people probably did look at us like we were trailer trash, and so be it. Whatever. We had love in our family, and that's what counted. Uh, so, it was me. It was just me at first. And then, see, my dad, you guys probably don't, I don't know if you want to know. If you don't want to know, don't, fast forward or whatever. A story time. Story time, beware. But my dad died before I was born. He was in a car accident. And I think he had just turned 21, I think. And Mom, I think, was a year older than him. But so she remarried when I was 4. I think I turned 4 in Tennessee. But we lived in Pennsylvania, and not far from where I live now. And Mom had purchased a mobile home with my dad's life insurance policy that he had for her. And so, when my dad was in active Air Force, so they just left the mobile home on the trailer lot next to my Graham's out in the country. And it was so nice because Graham just lived right up the hill, Graham lived right up the hill, so I could waddle my little fat butt up to Grandma's whenever I wanted a sugar cookie with the 3 raisins in it that I picked out because I didn't like raisins, So when I was 4, Dean, I think he was stationed in Tennessee because we lived on base for a little while. And it was weird what you remember even as a kid, because we went to the Grand Ole Opry, all right? And I remember that. I was just 4, okay? And I stood up with them. I don't remember it, just in pictures. At the Justice of the Peace. I was the bridesmaid there. I was the witness while they got, as they got married. And we lived in an apartment building, so I'm assuming we lived on base. And back then, Mom let me, it's so weird that I can remember it, but there was a sandbox, a little playground and sandbox way down. Like we lived up in an upper apartment, upstairs. She left me down there alone to play in the sandbox and said she'd be right up there watching me. Could you imagine? How did I not get swiped? I wasn't an ugly little girl. I was a little chunky, okay, but I wasn't ugly. I mean, my gosh, I wouldn't have dreamed of letting Brittany out of my sight. And I need some putty. Sorry, guys. So, I put it over here. So, what is this? Oh, my timer. I found my timer, and with my putty. In the Grand Ole Opry, I remember the benches being really hard, right? And I didn't like the music they played. And then there was another little girl that was sitting behind us, like kitty corner, a few benches back. I kept looking over and looking over. Well, oh, buddy. And I couldn't sit still. Not a good thing. Yeah, my stepdad was not impressed. We ended up leaving early, and I got in trouble for not sitting still. Yeah. I was like, oh, okay. That wasn't a fun time. It sucks that 9 times out of 10, all of my good times is shadowed by a not so good time. But what are you going to do? You still have to focus on the good, right? You have to. Otherwise, life is a gray, rainy day. Who wants a gray, rainy day? Not me. No way, Jose, right? So from there, we came back to Pennsylvania. And it was still the three of us, right? And my puppy. I had a purebred poodle. Just the medium-sized one, not a teacup, not a standard. Although the standard ones are beautiful, beautiful. And her name was Peppy, and she was all black, and oh, how I loved her. She got me through everything. And I'll never forget, we had a green boogermobile, okay? The station wagons. We called it, well, I don't know. I called it the boogermobile. And off we went. I don't know how our stuff got out there. And again, we lived on, I don't know, we lived in a house. I don't think it was on base housing, though. Not this time. And it was near the Golden Gate Bridge. I remember going over that. And I turned 5 out there. And my dad, or my stepdad, whatever, my dad was determined that I was going to learn to ride a two-wheeler. And I didn't want to. And I didn't want to look at it because I had gotten it for Christmas. And nope, did not. So I hid it. I hid it in the garage that was on, it was onto the house. It was attached. And he would come home and he's like, he'd call my mom's name. And he'd say, "Where's that bicycle?" And Mom would say, "I don't know where that bicycle is. Brenda, where's that bicycle that you got for Christmas?" And I'd go in, I'd lay real quick on the couch, pretend like I was sleeping. He would come in, my dad would come in, and he'd say, "Are you playing possum?" He's like, "Go get your shoes on." Well, finally, finally I did it. It took off. And I'm going down the road doing 60 miles. No, I didn't. I was going to 60 miles an hour. But yeah, I learned how to ride bike out in California. And then we came back to Pennsylvania. And I didn't know at the time, but Mom and I flew back. I think Dean was with us too. We flew back, and our stuff was, the Air Force brought our stuff back, I guess. I think in that time, I remember Mom saying that she would never use movers again. She didn't. Actually, no, she did. One other time when we lived in Ohio. And it was at that time that she said, "Oh, no, not happening." I think something important to her had gotten broken on our trip back here. This was like home base. Pennsylvania was home base. And so we lived in a house with my other grandparents, a rental from them. It was across from a school. So I started late kindergarten. I was still I'm not sure how that happened, but I ended up being the youngest in the grade. And so I went to kindergarten for like 2 months. And then it was summertime. And that was when Vietnam was going on. And my dad got shipped over there. Yeah. And nothing was the same after that. Nothing. And come to find out, Mom was pregnant for my sister on the way back. And I don't know if he was getting shipped out. She didn't want to stay in California, so we came home, with her being pregnant and all. So they let him come home when my sister was born. And 5 years later, so I was 10 at this point, right? My brother came into the picture. I was so disgusted. We're still living in this trailer, okay? I mean, we've moved back and forth different places here and there. Heck, we went from California back here. Ohio back here. I was in first grade. And that's when they started busing. So I had to ride a bus all by myself, probably an hour away, so I could be integrated. And then, I don't know how long we were there. And then we came back to Pennsylvania. And then we moved back to Columbus, Ohio. That was in third grade. We lived on base then. And then after third grade, I think when I was in third grade, he got out of the Air Force and went civil service. And where he was a flight engineer for C-130s. I don't know if any of you are familiar with that. They're a cargo plane. Huge. Him and his buddies, they were flying. It's okay because everybody's retired now. I can tell you this. He and his buddies, it was reserve weekend. And he was, I don't know if he was working on it or if he was catching a flight from Niagara Falls to wherever the reserve weekend was. And they did a flyby over Grandma's house and the trailer. And we got out there in time and we saw the belly. I shit you not, you guys. We saw the belly of the C-130 go vroom. And I was like, yes, there's my plane. I love the sound of an airplane. Oh my gosh. If I could move to Pensacola and just watch the Blue Angels practice, I would be in my glory. That I would be, yes. I can't even go there because I'd never stop. So anyway, not that they fly C-130s. And they have done away with a flight engineer. That position has been retired to a computer. No one sits there and does the slide rule anymore. Yeah, it's crazy. And unless you're a service brat, you probably have no clue what I'm talking about. And I'm sorry, but I was blessed. I lived a lot of places. But anyways, getting back to my original story, I had just taught my sister how to pick up her toys, right? And the announcement came. That Mommy's pregnant again. Of course, Ivanka, she was 5. I was 11 when he was born. And I was just disgusted. It's like, I gotta start all over again, teaching this new little brat. I don't even know what it is yet. I have to teach this new little brat how to clean up his toys. I said, I'm tired of picking up. And, they just thought that was hilarious. Yeah, my parents just thought that was funny. I didn't. And then Mom's water broke, right? I didn't know what that meant. Heck, at 11 years, I don't even think I knew where babies came from yet. Other than Mom went to the hospital and came back with a baby boy. So she can take it back. But I soon come to love him. I got to feed him and rock him. It was great. Gosh, what I wouldn't do to go back. And I never checked to make sure I was using the right color. I get yammering with my stories. 792. 792 peeps. And I've probably been yammering for a while. So anyway, long story short is we crammed 5 people into that 2-bedroom trailer, and it was, like I said, some of the best times, some of the worst times. Heck, there were times we took the trailer with us. The one time we moved out, the first time we moved to Ohio. Yep. And the mobile home went with us. And anyway, all the stories I could tell. And then after, let's see, I went to the same school district from 3rd grade till the end of my 10th grade year. And we moved to Michigan. And I cried. I wanted to graduate with the people I knew. And yeah, that didn't happen. I'll have to, if you're interested, let me know if you want to hear that story, because I could go on with that story while we whip and chat. It's nothing to do with diamond painting, but yeah, let me know if you want to know more about my life. I got lots to tell. I'm an old lady. I got some done. I did some of this the other day, and then I'm going to keep working on this over here after I hang up with you guys. So please, if you like the content, hit that like button, please, and let me know if you want to hear story number or whatever, if you want to hear the rest of the story. Like Walter Cronkite. Remember Walter Cronkite? Excuse me. And that's the way it is. Okay. I hope you guys have a great WIP Wednesday. Check out the Finish Object February on Mindy's channel, Mindy's Diamond Moment. Check out Christopher and Stacy's event for Retro Cult Classic on Christopher Claus's page, or Stacy's, whichever you have. If I can find Stacy, I need to subscribe to her. I'll put both of theirs in the description box and look them up. I'm going to kit up Rainbow Punk, work some on her, hopefully, so I got some kind of progress to post on that one this week. And yeah, hit that subscribe button. And if you hit the all, you'll know whenever I put videos up. Yes. Okay? All right. I'm still trying to become smooth, like the people I adore and treasure. You know, like Mindy and Shay Shay and, you know, Maritza and Christopher and Vivian, and they do such good jobs at unboxings and completions. And Vivian, I tell you what, she gets those completions done. And if you like to see the completion videos, hit her up. She's your gal to hit up for completions. She's amazing. All right, and on that note, I think my camera, I think my videoed all this. Let's hope, keep our fingers crossed. And hopefully I can get this up tomorrow, okay? All right. I hope you saw, gosh, I hope I didn't all lean in the picture so you didn't see what I was doing. I mean, just me. Dear God. Keep your fingers crossed, peeps. All right. Love you guys. And stay safe, stay warm, stay happy. Yeah, find those happy moments, okay? All right. Love you guys. Talk to you soon. Okay. Artwork. Yeah.